how is KG's injury going to hurt the Boston Celtics?
It's going to hurt the Boston Celtics in a lot of ways. Having the #1 overall seed last season was the key to the Celtics winning the championship. The 2-3-2 in the NBA Finals helps the home team. They needed 7 games to beat the Atlanta Hawks, 7 games to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were 3-9 on the road last year in the playoffs. Home court would be huge for the Celtics. And without KG for a period of time, they may drop to the 2nd seed behind the Cleveland Cavaliers or even the 3rd seed behind the Orlando Magic. Big time uphill battle for a team that has really not established depth.
Jalen, what worries you the most about Kevin Garnett's injury?
That it was a non-contact injury. After you played in the NBA or professional sports for a handful of years, your body hurts for no reason at all. So for him to get injured on that type of explosive play, that means that knee has been bothering him. He's been getting treatment on it regularly, and it flared up. And it flared up at a bad time.
Let's take a look at the Celtics and what they did at home in the postseason last year. 13-1 at the Garden, 3-9 on the road. So Jalen, with this injury, which team in the East benefits most from Kevin Garnett's injury, do you think?
Oh, you saw LeBron James last night with his 55 points dribbling across half court. That team is relaxed now. They understand that they're in the driver's seat. They're going to get Delonte West back, and they feel like they should probably have the #1 seed. And if you're the Orlando Magic, you get a Rafer Alston in a trade from Houston, you're feeling pretty good about your chances because home court will potentially prevail in the East, especially for the Cavs, who only have 1 loss at home.
Cleveland only a half game behind Boston for best record in the East. In fact, the Cavs had the best home mark in all of the NBA at 24-1. Most immediate for the Boston Celtics, they play the Phoenix Suns on Sunday. Even though the Suns have injury concerns of their own with Amari Stoudemire, you like them to beat the Celtics. How come?
Because they have Shaquille O'Neal. I think he's going to dominate really tomorrow against that team because Kendrick Perkins won't have the ability to keep him out of the paint early. And then if they go to the bench with Big Baby Davis and Leon Powe, they just don't have the size.
Yeah, and here's some of the guys that they're going to be relying on. You know, they're a thin team to begin with, even before the KG injury, because they traded Sam Cassell and Patrick O'Brien and didn't get any players in return. They got draft picks.
And they lost James Posey and P.J. Brown and didn't replace those guys. So don't be surprised if they go after a Mikey Moore who just got waived by the Sacramento Kings, or possibly a Joe Smith. We hear rumblings that he may get bought out, or even a Stephon Marbury if he can find a way to shake loose of the New York Knicks.
That's going to put a lot of pressure on that Boston bench, which again is already thin. But